Alright, Leeds faithful, grab your scarves and sit down because what I'm about to tell you will absolutely blow your minds. 3 massive stories have dropped that could completely reshape our beloved club's future, and I'm not even joking when I say this could be the most important week in recent Leeds history. We've got drama brewing in the international scene with one of our stars causing absolute chaos. A wonder kid who's got the football world talking and could be our next golden ticket, and behind the scenes moves that show our American owners are already planning for scenarios that might make your blood boil. This isn't your typical transfer gossip or injury update. We're talking about stories that go right to the heart of what makes Leeds United tick. From family dynasties continuing at Elland Road to international scandals that have left managers getting the sack and ownership decisions that prove the 49ers are thinking way further ahead than any of us imagined. Smash that like button right now if you're ready for this roller coaster. Drop a comment with your predictions and make sure you're subscribed because you do not want to miss what's coming next. But before we dive into the madness, let me ask you this. How would you feel if I told you one of our players just caused such a massive scene on international duty that it literally got a national team manager fired? Well, buckle up, Leeds faithful, because that's just the beginning. Here we go then, Leeds faithful. Let's talk about it. Ilya Gruev and the absolute mayhem he's caused while representing Bulgaria. This story is so mental that it sounds like something out of a football soap opera. Picture this. Bulgaria gets absolutely hammered 3-0 by Spain, which was expected. But what happened next has sent shockwaves through the entire Bulgarian football setup. Our boy Gruev wasn't having any of the tactical nonsense and apparently let rip in the dressing room like you've never seen before. According to reports from Bulgaria, Gruev went absolutely ballistic after that Spain defeat, confronting his manager Ilyan Ilyev and his teammates in what's being called a serious scandal. The Leeds midfielder reportedly told everyone exactly what he thought about their tactics and reminded them that he's their best player playing at the highest level, which, let's be honest, he absolutely is. The Bulgarian boss was so rattled by Gruev's outburst that he wanted to boot him from the squad entirely. But here's where it gets even more dramatic. The president of the Bulgarian FA had to step in and force Ilyev to keep Gruev in the team. Can you imagine the power our lad has when even the FA president is backing him against the manager? But the drama didn't stop there. Gruev got benched for the next game against Georgia as punishment, only coming on at halftime when Bulgaria were already getting battered again. And guess what happened next? The manager Ilyan Ilyev got the sack. That's right, Gruev's dressing room explosion was so powerful, it literally ended a national team manager's career. Now here's what's worrying us Leeds fans. Gruev played that Georgia game with an injury, and the Bulgarian manager admitted he had problems, but still threw him on the pitch anyway. Daniel Farke is going to be absolutely fuming that an international manager risked one of our key players when we're already down to the bare bones in midfield. This shows exactly the kind of mentality we need at Leeds United. Gruev wasn't willing to accept mediocrity and demanded better from everyone around him. That's the Leeds way, but wait until you hear about the young sensation who's got the entire football world watching. Right then, Leeds faithful, if Gruev's international drama wasn't enough, let's talk about Harry Gray and why he might just be the most important teenager in Yorkshire right now. This kid isn't just any prospect, he's football royalty at Leeds United! Harry Gray is the grandson of Frank Gray, the great nephew of the legendary Eddie Gray, and the brother of Archie Gray, who we all know Tottenham pinched from us. But here's the thing, Harry might just be better than all of them. At just 16 years old, this lad has already made his competitive senior debut in our promotion ceiling 6-0 destruction of Stoke City. And the scenes when Eddie Gray was in tears, watching his great nephew make his bar were absolutely spine-tingling. That's 4 generations of Gray family magic at Elland Road. But here's where it gets serious. Harry Gray has just been nominated for Premier League 2 Player of the Month, which is absolutely mental for a 16-year-old. The lad is playing at under 21 level and making experienced players look ordinary. No wonder Tottenham are sniffing around like vultures desperate to complete their Gray family collection. The good news? His father, Andy Gray, who made 36 appearances for Leeds, is apparently very happy with how the club is handling Harry's development. Our transfer expert says he'd be very surprised if Leeds lost Gray anytime soon, and that he's expected to sign his first professional contract when he turns 17 in October. But let's not kid ourselves, this is exactly how it started with Archie. One minute we're talking about family loyalty and Leeds DNA, the next minute he's signing for Spurs. Harry could be even more special than his brother, and other clubs know exactly what we've got here. Daniel Farke has been trying to keep expectations in check, telling everyone to calm down, but you can see the excitement when he talks about the lad's potential. The question is, can we keep hold of him this time, or are we going to watch another Gray slip through our fingers? But speaking of keeping people at the club, you're not going to believe what the 49ers are already planning behind the scenes. Leeds faithful, sit down for this final bombshell, because what I'm about to tell you about our American owners will either make you respect their business acumen or absolutely lose your minds with rage. The Athletic has dropped an absolute bombshell, revealing the 49ers have already put contingency plans in place for periodic new hires when it comes to Daniel Farke's position. That's right, while we're all backing our manager and hoping for Premier League survival, our owners are already planning for his replacement. Here's the cold, hard truth. The 49ers financial projections openly acknowledge that the average Premier League manager's tenure is just 18 months, and they're working on the assumption of one or more managerial changes per year in their business model. This isn't speculation. This is their actual internal planning. Remember, these are the same owners who reportedly considered sacking Farke at the end of last season despite winning the championship title with 100 points. They're budgeting $10 million per year for managerial changes as if it's just another business expense. Matt Slater revealed their projections show Leeds earning $262 million this season. But their low-case scenarios are based on a 17th place finish and include the expectation of multiple managerial changes. Some fans are already calling for Nuno Espirito Santo after his Forest sacking. But here's what's grinding my gears. While Farke is fighting for every point with limited resources, the suits upstairs are already planning his goodbye party. We haven't even scored from open play yet, and they're treating our manager like he's disposable. The 49ers might be successful businessmen, but this shows they don't understand the soul of Leeds United. Daniel Farke delivered the championship title. He deserves time to build something special, not corporate planning for his failure. So there you have it. Leeds faithful. 3 explosive stories that could reshape our entire future. Gruev's international, fire, Harry Gray's rising stardom, and the very real possibility that Nuno Espirito Santo could be walking through the Elland Road door sooner than we think. The big question is, do you want Nuno to replace Farke? Are you ready for another managerial change? Or should we stick with the man who got us promoted? Drop your thoughts below, smash that subscribe button, and tell me, would you welcome Nuno Espirito Santo to Leeds United with open arms? Moti.